Hello and welcome to P2 Soccer Training. In this session we'll be looking at dribbling to beat a defender, and this session is designed towards 7 to 10 year olds in our intermediate category. In the first part of our session, which will act as our warm-up, players will be challenged to use some skills that they have learned throughout the sessions. Some of them turns are pullbacks, rollovers, body feints, scissors and chops and cuts. You will scatter lots of cones around the area and they will be asked to do these turns when they reach the cone. To challenge them even more, you can walk through the area and provide a human target, not trying to take their ball, but trying to provide them with a place that they have to work round. In the second part of the warm-up, you will place 2 3x3 squares and nominate 2 players to go into them squares. Now the challenge is, can you get through the squares with defenders in there? The more times they can get through in the minute, the better their score, and challenge them to do it as many times as they can within the allotted time. In the second part of our session, which is the technical aspect, nominate 1 player to go into the box and try and kick the other player's balls out. If the player has had their ball kicked out of the square, they must perform a designated skill to get back into the game. You can progress this by having the players lose their ball and then join in as a defender. The game will get steadily harder and then progress itself. If your players are finding it a little easy, add more defenders from the beginning, and if you're finding it too hard, add a safe zone where the dribblers cannot be chased. Give the defender a ball to try and slow him down as well. And the idea that with these progressions or making it easier, all players will be engaged and working at a good level. The next part of our session, which is the tactical element, on a 36 by 24 yard field, place 2 small goals at each end and divide your box into 3 equal rectangles. Divide your players into 2 teams and assign them the rectangle. The idea is that we're playing regular soccer, but they are inside sections of the field. Create a 2v2 or a similar 3v2, 3v1 or anything along them lines in that area. They will try and progress up the field using the different rectangles and try and progress from rectangle to rectangle. They must do this by dribbling, because we are working on dribbling in this session, and if you want to make it easier, you will allow them to pass it to the next rectangle. If you do want to make it harder, put the touch limitation in place. We recommend 3 touches. In the final part of our game, we will be playing a small-sided game. We suggest 5v5 to keep all the players engaged and involved. To start, we instruct the players that they must score a point by dribbling into the end zones of the field that you have set up. This could be the penalty box or a coned line. We advise that you should allow time for players to enjoy the game and to play the game without any conditions, but we must prioritise dribbling, so give incentives for dribbling past players that we have worked on during the session. Try and make it as real as possible, assign positions, set the formation, and help the players understand their role so they can take this into their games at the weekend. Thank you very much for watching, and for more ideas and session plans visit p2.soccer.